Hey guys, SirVern back, and today I'm going to review Curved Space on the PS5. This is a very short game. I went through my list of games and kind of categorized them by short games, long games, and I wanted to knock out a few short ones this year because last year I only beat 9-ish games, so I wanted to try to beat a few more. So Curved Space, I think I looked it up and it said like 2.5 hours on howlongtobeat.com, so they were probably right on the money because it is not a long game. I beat it in two little short sittings, but I'll get more to the length in a second. So let's start off with graphics. So I'm gonna rank everything 1 to 10 and then average them up. So graphics, they're good. They're nothing to write home about. They're not the best graphics in the world. They're not like PS5 showcase graphics, but they're good. Decent graphics, good particle effects. The environments look pretty good. Textures are okay. I give them a 7. I probably could have given it an 8, but it's not something that they're not bad, but they're not like when you think of a PS5 game, you're not like gonna be wowed by it or anything. So graphics are kind of they're good. They're okay. So graphics, I gave a 7. Performance, no hiccups. Like I said, the graphics aren't spectacular, so it's not really um, making the PS5 flex or anything. So it's stable. I think the frame rate's probably 60 and it sticks at 60 even when there's a lot going on. So performance was just fine, had no issues with it whatsoever, so I gave it a 9. Gameplay slash story. The story is very basic, but okay. It has some branching story paths, I believe. I only beat it one time, but you make decisions at certain points, and you can tell where it kind of branches off. So you can probably double the length of the game. The game can be a 5-hour game, if you want it to be, or more. And I'll get to that too. The gameplay is fun. It does have a warning on there, though, that you might want to keep in mind about like motion sickness, because it's not like a flat plane. It's like not even 3D. It's like 4D. I mean, you go over surfaces, and it didn't bother me at all. But I can see where I mean, if you get motion sick, there's a setting to reduce that. But anyway, gameplay is fun. You're going up on walls, shooting spiders, upgrading your vehicle. You find all these upgrades, and you kind of get to choose after beating a boss how you want to upgrade your vehicle or your ship. It's a lot of fun, and the story's decent. And so, decent story, good gameplay. And when I say good, I mean it's almost like great. It's good gameplay. It's fun. I love games that don't require an internet connection. This is one of them. So I'm going to give it a 9. I enjoyed it. This is a game that you could have in your PS5, especially if you just download it and just hop in. They have a daily thing that you can play, and I'll get to that in the next category. So I give gameplay slash story a 9. Gameplay, made that a little higher. So anyway, the next category, replayability. That's where this game kind of shines, actually. A lot of games I play, you're probably not going to go back through it a whole, maybe go through it one more time. This game's a little different because it has daily challenges, it has a survival mode, it has the campaign mode you can beat a few different times. So you can hop in and do like the daily mission every day. It's updated, it looks like. So that adds a lot of replayability. And they have the like unique situations or scenarios that you go into it with. So like your daily is different than just like a survival mode. So everybody that plays the game that day will have the same like setup, the same weapons, I think, and you kind of you just racing that scoreboard trying to get the highest score that day, which is neat. I did it and came in 11th out of the whole world. Makes me think that this game isn't super popular because I'm not the best at it. But you should play it. It's a good game, and I'll get to why it's even better in just a second. So replayability, I'm going to give an 8 because you can replay it every day until you get sick of it. It's got survival mode. You can always try to go for the high score. It's not 2 players, so that's the only thing that I wouldn't give it like a 9 or a 10. If this was co-op, then couch co-op. I do not like online co-op. I just don't like online anything anymore in my old age. But if it had couch co-op, I would give this a 10 for replayability. But in that's current state, I give an 8. So fun factor. like I said, it's a really fun game. It's got a considerable amount of content for the price, um, which I'll get to in just a second. But fun factor, I'm going to give an 8. I had a lot of fun with it. I did one playthrough. I wouldn't mind doing another, or even chasing the platinum, which I like games that aren't super easy, aren't ridiculously hard. This one's right there in like happy medium. You know, it has one or two trophies that might take you a long time to get, but they don't look to be super hard. So man, this is a good game. It really was. I enjoyed it. It was my shortest game I had. I'm glad I bought it, especially for the price, which I'll get to in a second. A PS5 game, you know, some of them go for $70. But anyway, let me average all these up. Graphics, I gave a 7. Performance, 9. Gameplay / story, 9. Replayability, 8. Fun factor, 8. So this game averages out to an 8.2, which that's a very good game. And some notes I wrote about it. I like that there's no online, meaning you don't have to depend on a server to play this game. I played a game yesterday, Deathloop, which I'll hopefully review in a bit, which I'm enjoying, but it connects to Bethesda servers immediately. I hate that. I do not like, and I don't know if it requires that, but as soon as I saw that, it's just a huge bummer to me. I do not like that. A scoreboard is okay. I'd rather it be nothing. I'd rather it be just like the Sega Genesis days. I want the game to be nothing, but what's on the disc, and period. That's it. Doesn't need an update. I hate updates. I hate online. Anyway, but I like it. This game is a happy medium for today's world and environment. So everything's online now. But this one, you could 100% play offline. Leaderboards are just for your own like benefit and replayability. So that's fine. Worth the price. So I looked it up. I spent $20 on this game, brand new. That's unheard of when you think of a PS5 game. They come out new. Some of them are $70, some are $60, some are $40. But this one's very reasonably priced. You can't go any lower than $20 new. The game used at GameStop is $9.99, so you can't beat that. It's definitely worth $10. Definitely, $20. It's worth it to me. But that's if you like games like. What's the game that came out with the PS4 launch? Anyway, like a modern Asteroids, something like that. Geometry Wars, kind of like that, kind of like a 3D Geometry Wars. You'd like this game. Highly recommended, I wrote. Worth the price, of course. So yeah, Curved Space was a great PS5 game. I recommend it for sure. If you can get it online, that'd be cool because you don't have to keep taking the disc in and out. If it's reasonable price online. But anyway, that's all I got. I highly recommend Curved Space for the PS5. SirVern out.